Games out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead. And we're off in week 2. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, G. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye, and touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Wait, that. Mike 58, right there. Give me that ball.
On play action, now Brady. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. 23 yards, the final tally.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, check it.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Brady. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Bell, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Here's Brady to throw. Caught here by Bell. That goes for a gain of 31.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Check 31, check 31. Alert.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. They'll try again with Bell. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Out, 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 out. Hatchet, hatchet. Check it.
They'll run it with Bell. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Le'Veon Bell, no shades there in 2015 against the Chargers where he stumbled in. Here he can't get in, and the ball will go over on the goal line stand.
Bring it. Bring it. Hey, hey, watch this, watch this. Back, back, back. I got it, I got it. Obama, Obama, Obama. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
From the end zone, Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
54. All day, every day, any day. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. 54's Mike, 54's Mike. We're good, we're good.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. J.C. Jackson there defensively to knock it away.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
SOS, 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 SOS. Hey, 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 he's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, check Mike 30.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Whip. Watch the whip. Ramp.
From the gun, it's Brady. Airing one out for Crowder. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
A good lane to run there for Bell as he'll get about 7 on 1st down. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
We got 4. 72. 26 Mike. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't
From the 41, Brady. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught, but the bank judge right there to say incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's 3rd and short.
And 3 yards to go.
Wait, set. 6 Mike. Watch QB down. Hey, goal 66. 26 Mike.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they score in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. There wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right, second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
A first down carry for Bell, but he'll work forward for only about a yard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Alabama. Check 24. Watch 24. Hey, Alpha. Mike 59. All day, dog. Mike, check. 59. Check the outs. Alert!
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Sugar! 26 Mark. I got one. Go! 26.
Shotgun now for Brady. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Taylor now returning it. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, it could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. They're going to go for it. It's Goff. They'll let this go for the end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Hold 50. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. I got one. Smooth. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Hey, check it.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Herndon's got it complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Now a first down carry by Bell. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Check 43. Check it. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. I know he ain't got it. Motion. 72.
Looking to throw on second down. Brady. On the catch, it's Crowder. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Jets.
Brady, 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Bell. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty.
58, come on. 58.
Now Brady. Goes underneath for Bell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it. Switch. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Go ahead, baby. Shadow.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
59 Mike. Check. 59.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Samson Abukum. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. After the run, Goff going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
36.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
No, 66. 58. Bravo. 58. Come on. Cut. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 58. Back and reload.
From the 39, Brady. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And it's 3rd and short.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch 8-9. Watch 8-9. It's yours. Hey, 66. 26, Mike. 26. Hey, wahoo. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Who that? 26, Mike. 26.
From the gun, Brady. And it's caught by Herndon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet 1st down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Alert! 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Hey, dude. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Don't get nervous. Don't bandit.
Operating from the gun. Brady, that's complete. It's Bell. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Brady to throw again. Complete. Richardson has it. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Shadow! 26, hey, Charlie! Anthony's trash. Let's go. 26,
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll go for it with Bell. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A first down run for Bell, not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's second down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Motion. Regular. 58's the mic. Well, 58's the mic. Regular.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Aaron Donald with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Airing one out for Crowder. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them after they built that lead at intermission. They've seen rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Super one. Hey, check
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd and 19.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Hey, 5.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He's got a man complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
You draw quarter.
Goff now looking to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Hey, Echo. Ric Flair. Tiger.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this.
Hey, check my 5. Hey, check my
On 4th down. Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Hey, you're on an island over there. Hey, exit. Check 26. I got you, boy. Let me go.
Brady now on 1st down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the interception, here's Goff. He's going deep for Brown, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. This offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Goff on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Now Gurley. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
That'll be caught by Cup. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Ozzy, 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Check it.
On 1st down, Brady. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Throwing again. Brady. Now a desperation throw deep down. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by David Long. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
The 1st down run with Gurley, a good one. He gets forward for 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, they run with Gurley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.